This analysis serves as a direct strategic briefing. The temporal baseline is the year 2026. We are initiating a clinical deconstruction of how a legacy Japanese hardware firm surrendered its physical manufacturing base to achieve absolute, global algorithmic dominance over sovereign infrastructure. The broader market fundamentally misunderstood the hollowing out of this hardware base. They categorized it as a state of terminal decline rather than a deliberate divestment strategy. This severe miscalculation blinded Western institutions to the emergence of an inescapable algorithmic monopoly.
The foundation of this architecture rests on a singular mathematical constant, 10 to the negative 10th power, an error rate below 1 in 10 billion. The technical mechanics of this figure represent the false mismatch rate of a proprietary, multimodal biometric engine. Economically, crossing into this true zero-error threshold mathematically eliminates the massive capital drain historically associated with structural fraud mitigation and human redundancy. Geopolitically, this degree of certainty mathematically guarantees absolute global identification. It renders biological identity deterministic across international borders, establishing an unavoidable baseline for sovereign governance as populations scale exponentially.
Consider the physical singularity required to achieve this. The system executes walk-through multimodal integration. It simultaneously captures facial topology and stochastic iris micropatterns on subjects moving at 4 km per hour from a 2-meter distance within a sub-second temporal window. Crucially, this efficacy remains absolute, even when subjects are obscured by surgical masks or polarizing eyewear. The structural advantage here is astronomical. Economically, eliminating the necessity for static compliance completely redefines throughput metrics for global logistics, rendering legacy gating and ticketing obsolete. Geopolitically, commanding the sole algorithmic architecture capable of processing massive populations at speed grants the operator unparalleled sovereign leverage over global transit corridors and border infrastructure.
Section 2. The Architecture of Paranoia. Engineering the Algorithmic Moat.
The genesis of this structural advantage resides in intentional isolation. During the late 1980s, an unsanctioned engineering cell led by Gotara Asai operated in subterranean exile. They executed an analog torture test, manually tracing corrupted, latent crime scene fingerprints for the National Police Agency on Sato Island. This forged a culture of absolute data asceticism. By the 2009 National Institute of Standards and Technology benchmarks, the result of this rigorous isolation became undeniable. While Western military-industrial contractors required pristine input conditions, this isolated algorithm decimated the field, recording an error rate less than 1/3 of its closest competitor. The second-order economic fallout was severe. By rendering legacy defense systems mathematically inferior, this decimation shifted billions in capital allocation within the defense industrial base. It systematically hollowed out Western optical analytics capabilities over the ensuing decade. By 2026, the mass production of commercial off-the-shelf optical modules effectively decoupled this supreme mathematical intelligence from proprietary hardware entirely.
Contrast the underlying paradigms. Silicon Valley and state-backed entities relied entirely on brute force. Massive venture capital, unconsented cloud arrays, and billions of pristine images. This produced algorithms fundamentally dependent on optimal environmental conditions. Conversely, NEC developed the machine principle. The technical mechanics here utilize perturbation-resistant feature spaces. They treat visual occlusion, such as a mask or degraded ambient lux, as a known mathematical variable, reconstructing inputs by interpolating the unalterable subsurface cranial mesh. Economically, this allows the operator to completely bypass the exorbitant capital expenditures required to maintain infinite server farms, optimizing computation at the edge. Geopolitically, possessing an algorithm capable of instantaneous accuracy on obsolete, degraded municipal hardware creates a definitive choke point over sovereign security infrastructure. It permanently locks out competitors who rely on pristine data pipelines.
Section 3. The Infrastructural Trap, the Death of the Physical Token.
Applying a structural analysis to the financial sector reveals a severe paradigm divergence. Western financial doctrine historically optimized for friction reduction, structurally accepting a baseline percentage of fraud and identity theft as an unavoidable operational cost. In direct opposition, the multimodal financial vault was instituted to operate strictly on zero fraud tolerance. This framework converts living biological tissue into an immutable ledger, fundamentally shifting systemic risk parameters from probabilistic models to deterministic certainty.
The mechanism of this financial integration is absolute. To neutralize sophisticated presentation attacks, the system executes multispectral assessments of living tissue. It measures involuntary ocular tremors and light absorption. Crucially, this is entirely decoupled from expensive, proprietary scanning booths. It operates flawlessly through standard, low-cost CMOS sensors already embedded in global point-of-sale systems. The second-order economic effect is staggering. By democratizing military-grade liveness detection to consumer retail hardware, an absolute liability standard is imposed. Global banks face a binary choice: either pay the software licensing fee or accept an absolute liability shift for identity theft under modern digital commerce regulations. Geopolitically, forcing international financial institutions onto this mathematical standard establishes a transnational control layer dictating the terms of monetary exchange entirely outside the jurisdiction and regulatory oversight of traditional nation-states.
Section 4. Clean Infrastructure as Weapon. The Geopolitical Cryptographic Firewall.
By the early 2020s, the global market faced an AI panopticon race, fueled by immense state capitalization in mainland Asia. The structural defense to this threat arrived via biometric digital signature technology, commercialized in 2025. The technical mechanics are profound. Human biometrics are biologically noisy. An iris scan varies by microscopic margins with every pulse. To counter this, an error-correcting cryptographic extraction engine was constructed. It transforms chaotic, transient biological entropy into a deterministic cryptographic key pair. It validates identity locally, signs the transaction, and instantly purges the volatile biometric data. It leaves zero central server footprint.
This cryptographic breakthrough triggers a profound geopolitical choke point. State-backed entities relied on massive, unconstitutional data volume, but they were systematically banned from Western networks due to severe human rights violations and espionage risk. NEC's clean infrastructure validates identity while permanently neutralizing the risk of a centralized database breach. They effectively weaponized Western privacy anxieties. By offering a mathematical framework capable of absolute GDPR and Five Eyes compliance, they converted the legal necessity of data privacy into an impenetrable market exclusion tool. This permanently locked adversarial software out of G7 infrastructure grids.
Section 5. The Strategic Paradox. Winning through liquidation. We arrive at the corporate irony of the overarching trajectory. Throughout the turn of the century, low-margin semiconductor fabrications and personal computing units were systematically divested. To the undisciplined market observer, this appeared to be a retreat. In truth, it was a structural purification. It was governed by a singular, immutable axiom. Downstream control of the algorithmic gatekeeper position overrides upstream ownership of the physical asset.
Analyze the capital implications. A camera sensor, or a silicon chip, is a depreciating asset the exact moment it leaves the cleanroom. Competitor nations assume the crushing capital expenditure burdens, the supply chain vulnerabilities, and the wafer yield risks inherent in mass manufacturing this physical shell. They operate under the delusion that they are winning the global manufacturing war. In reality, they are digging their own strategic graves. The physical shell is blind. The foundational algorithm required to decipher biological data is an appreciating sovereign asset that gains resilience with every computation. Therefore, every time a competing firm produces a cheaper, higher-resolution optical sensor, they are unwittingly subsidizing the expansion of an algorithmic empire.
Section 6. The Future Equilibrium. The Strategic Blueprint.
For the sophisticated executive operating in an environment characterized by state-subsidized capital and hyper-commoditization, this analysis provides a definitive survival directive. First, abandon the physical container. Monopolize the uncopyable mathematical content. Let rivals bleed capital on hardware fabrication. Second, execute multimodal escalation. Elevate your proprietary technology from a simple product feature into a systemic, unyielding infrastructural requirement. Third, deploy geopolitical arbitrage. Shift the competitive battlefield away from basic price competition. Weaponize national security mandates and clean supply chain regulations into an insurmountable market entry barrier.
We conclude this briefing with a deliberate assessment of your own architectural vulnerabilities. In an era of infinite state-subsidized capital, brute force is no longer a viable competitive strategy. Have you identified the single, highly specialized, mathematically complex domain within your enterprise that can serve as an absolute sovereign choke point? Identify it, isolate it, elevate it, or prepare for algorithmic colonization.